still alive today. We're still alive. We got those 49ers versus Green Bay Packers. Alright, let's get it. Madden 20. Let's get it. Gotta be a good one.
Let's get it now that we're more familiar with it. No excuses.
Oh, yeah. Dope, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Fuck up the kick.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
We'll see if you got it.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete.
Okay, that was very stupid.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae
I didn't
Adams,
think about
the
that.
intended receiver, and it's 3rd
Hold
down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I fucked it up a lot.
JK Scott ready to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Are you watching the broadcast?
Yeah, but it's delayed. I see the run.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Your phone?
Somebody's gonna get him. Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Get hot.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Goal missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the rim.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Get that pass rushing, man.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out.
Didn't get it.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers.
We saw me that dive.
75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We were waiting for you there. Another safety? I don't mind the safety. Take your time picking the play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way.
Sir.
How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's
You know I
second and
can't see
9.
exactly what you pick, right?
SOS.
10, 9, 8, 7.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Tyler Irvin back deep. On the return is Irvin. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Let's go.
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
You said not to try that passing game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Fuck out of here.
This across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
It's about to be the 20th.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. And it's intercepted.
Let's go. Pick 6. Pick 6. Pick 6. Pick 6. Yes.
They will score. It's a touchdown.
From what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
You had nobody defending. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fucking guys.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield.
I mean, all you're going to get is a field goal.
Back on one drive, you're not. And last time I looked, it's still the
That's if
first
you make
half.
it.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job
2nd and 20, I love that.
difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got 3 down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
You can go for that field goal.
Here comes the 49ers punter now.
Shit. Good job on your performance so far. Seems like you're above the skill range. Please give your opponent a moment to consider.
What the fuck?
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, my side hurts.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here's Urban to return. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes
keep doing
contagious, doesn't
interceptions.
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be taken down
Let's go,
at the
first down.
44-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ah, fuck, I keep pressing the wrong one.
Knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
This is Jones. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I got you.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
It's 4th and 1. I mean, that's good for you, because if I fuck up, you're closer.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones.
No.
They're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, Murphy.
You're down 3 scores already. The Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Garoppolo now. He's going to air one out.
Yes.
Unable to connect.
You almost had it. You almost had it.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner.
It hit off my fucking helmet.
He's only thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over.
No, I haven't played at all.
1st and 10.
The fuck is it at?
Right there, 56. You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he finds his tight
come on,
end,
stay up.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed.
The internet, the connection.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham.
The what?
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
looking for Mike. Watch the pass.
On third down, Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again.
I did not practice.
They did indeed.
I just don't have Trubisky.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You got nothing.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And
oh my
to
God.
fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight.
Almost fucking caught
Unable
it.
to find anyone open.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit
Okay,
of a
never
pick me up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Oh my God, what the
He's
fuck?
gonna go down again.
He didn't throw it.
Nick Bosa providing a little deja vu, back-to-back
Fuck.
sacks,
I was
and
about to
now they're
spike it.
staring at a 4th and long. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
He pressed square right away.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
I'm not.
That'll go as a punt of 34
You at the 20 is
yards
okay.
that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
Damn,
I agree
you got
totally
it.
with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
Yeah. Take his head down. Take his head down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now the obvious one is you throwing.
Long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
I'm coming for you.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Za'Darius Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It is behind by 10 seconds. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now, it's at 20 seconds. So that means you have 5 seconds to pick.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Don't worry, I wasn't looking at the fucking thing. At all.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his
Hold the
own
button.
7. Za'Darius Smith.
So if you're going to throw it to
Who
like
else?
square,
He's in there for
hold
his
square.
4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time
Oh,
again.
you lob it holding
to the tune
R1.
of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Unless you have the kicker who's...
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Rodgers.
What the fuck?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Shit, I fucked up. I fucked up really bad.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay
I fucked up if
where
I
it is.
didn't put enough power.
And that's
I put it like to
risk
the
of
blue
a long
halfway.
field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've
Yeah,
seen
27
crazy stuff
seconds
happen
left.
at the end of halves.
Then you got to start
Starting
over.
field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Move your mind, yours is mine.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I'll
Now,
challenge that shit.
And it's halftime.
Still gonna challenge it because I don't want you to have it. Oh. The replay official control reviews in last 2 minutes of each half. It is between 2 fucking minutes. It's a fucking second. I don't know why I can't challenge.
I don't like it. Whatever. You can't challenge it. Okay, it's in my box.
You're lucky you threw it out. If not, you would have been way back. Bless you.
Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
I probably shouldn't have done that.
So after the
Done the
incompletion,
timeout.
1st, now 2nd and 10.
Because then time would have ran.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Garoppolo. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the 1st down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this 1st half. So
There
2
we go.
quarters down,
See, I
2
told you I
remain.
fucked up last time.
Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
And he's going to be intercepted.
Let's go.
Time. Picked off by JC Alexander. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Target, target.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All right, let's see. Let's get this.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
Son of a
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yes, I'm going for
And
it.
a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Let's go.
Caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this to the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return is going to stop just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down.
Let's go.
They sack him back right around the 44. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. This one in the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35.
Tell her you'll call her back later.
This has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw.
Nah.
Heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running right.
No,
Jones.
oh my God.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes
fucking
the other
defense.
guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Here's Rodgers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And
I caught it.
Incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Yeah.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay.
And he's running.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. There's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
What does it do?
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, but
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith,
yeah, I know.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible
I saw that you had one of them.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Catch it.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem.
After that,
just
you
1
shut
for
me
7
down.
thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now,
It
that's a
is.
defeated team out there.
You know who you need?
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick.
Their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a
Yeah, he probably would have
from
made the
start.
difference.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return is Irvin. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And
Yes,
it'll
sir.
be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Let's see what this is.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
Flag.
And they all looked at me and said,
What is it?
just
What
don't
is
really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play.
Illegal
and we
man
just play them
downfield.
all the way through. Now,
What?
in certain situations, they will take
What the
them
fuck is
out,
that?
but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted.
I saw like 3 of you guys after me. I'm just like, fuck it, just throw it.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting the running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is
No! I saw him. I saw him.
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A throw left side to start.
Let's go.
That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Is Aaron Rodgers a lefty or a righty?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
No, how dare you.
Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Come on, throw yourself.
A second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. $35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Can you get on the board?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Damn.
But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to
Oh
the
no,
next
you wasted it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo now. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one.
These fucking commentators just shitting on you.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
They just keep saying, oh, that was good, but it's not going to do anything.
A perfect 8 for 8 to start the
It's like
second
the 4th time I hear them say it.
1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. No way to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
The record is 7, huh?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
No.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
What?
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT.
Blowout.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th. They do not want to give up the plays.
I don't want you to get used to it.
So oftentimes in this situation,
Then you're going to learn how.
you tighten up underneath your coverage, and you bring the sides down. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd and 10.
Oh, no. Did he drop
complete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And my goodness,
Ooh,
another
pick six,
interception.
pick 6.
Adrian Amos with a pick. The 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Look at that. You got 4 of my guys. 4 of my guys. Boom.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You gotta get it to the field goal range, man. You had it in the field goal range.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Preston Smith.
That's what I was going to tell you. It's because you picked 49ers. I thought they would have been good. They have a high rating. You're going for it?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a first down carry by Jones. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
But I'm right there with you,
It's probably the only time it's going to happen.
They knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs.
Please give a like, share, and subscribe.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
If you want to see more whoopings.
That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew.
Everything now.
You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find
22
us on Twitter
passing yards, 28 rushing yards.
NFL.
That's all you
have.
had.
The winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
You don't want to do a Bears Lions?
Hell no. Hell no. Let's go to Battle.
Battlefront?
Yeah.
Gotcha. We'll play this later if you're down. Uber Eats, man. Uber Eats. Yeah. Have them bring it to you.